Hi, I'm Julia, Reference Librarian at McAllen Public Library. Welcome to the Virtual Traveler, where we'll be exploring the world using Google Street View. Be sure to stay tuned after the tour for some library book recommendations. Today we're going to be traveling across the world to Southeast Asia, to the sovereign island city-state of Singapore. What a city-state means is that it's a city that's its own country. Singapore is almost right on the equator, just 85 miles north of it, and the island has the second highest population density of anywhere in the world. It has 5.7 million residents, and the official languages are English, Malay, Chinese, and Tamil. Although its history stretches back thousands of years, modern Singapore was founded in 1819 by Sir Stamford Raffles as a trading post of the British Empire. After almost 150 years under British control, with a 3-year occupation by Japan during World War II, Singapore eventually became an independent country in 1965. It's a very multicultural city, with strong British, Malay, Chinese, and Tamil influences. Singapore rapidly became an economic superpower, and is a major financial and shipping hub. It's one of the most expensive places in the world to live, but Singaporeans enjoy one of the world's longest life expectancies, lowest infant mortality rates, lowest crime rates, and fastest internet connection speeds. However, the parliamentary government does exercise significant control over politics and society. Historically, the government has restricted freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and has limited some civil rights. One political party has ruled continuously since the country's independence. Singapore has actually been a trading and shipping superpower since early in its history. The first possible mention of Singapore in the historical record is in Ptolemy's Geographia in the 2nd century of the Common Era, where a map of Asia marks a place called Sabana or Sabara at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula. The map identifies it as a foreign trading port. However, no archaeological evidence from this era has been found in Singapore to confirm this. Although its very early history is obscured in myth and legend, archaeological evidence does indicate a large urbanized settlement in present-day Singapore by the 1300s. Early Singapore was known as Temasek, and this name is still used for institutions, corporations, and national honors. It is thought that the name Singapura came into use during a power struggle in the year 1299. Because of its urbanization, Singapore has lost 95% of its historical forests. But in 1967, the government made a plan to reclaim some of the island's natural beauty. 10% of the island was set aside for parks and nature reserves, and the well-known Singapore Botanic Gardens became the country's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. If you want to have a comedic taste of modern Singapore told from the point of view of the highest echelons of society, check out the Crazy Rich Asians trilogy by author Kevin Kwan and the blockbuster movie based on the first book. Watch it now because word has it that a sequel is in the works. This was Julia, and thank you for watching. Be sure to follow MPL Adults on Facebook and McAllen Public Library on YouTube, and don't miss any of our virtual programs.